Happy Friday, everyone. This is Brandon, the Twitter Dr. Krieger. Today is Freestyle Friday. What I want to talk to you guys about today is building a list versus building business friendships. Now, I get asked this question about, from business and entrepreneurs about, how do I build lists on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube? And I want to make sure that I do a lot of sales and promotions, and, I want to get my revenue up. And then I try to explain to people, business friendships and how this social media trend is changing how business is done now. So let's first go through what is list building. Now, a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs are probably, have a good foundation or understanding of what, list building is, but I want to be kind of clarify what I think the term is. Really what it is trying to accumulate a lot of people in one area, be it your email, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, right? Whatever that may be. Some people buy lists that they get like in Excel or whatever that may be of people's phone numbers, contact information, email addresses, what business they're in, whatever that may be. But it is more of an impersonal business relationship in the sense that you don't really know these people, you haven't built a relationship or rapport with them, and they might want to follow you, but you don't really know them per se, just because they're just part of your list. They're not someone that you've built a relationship with. So that's really kind of my idea of what list building is kind of getting generic people from all over and getting them into one central location where they're in this kind of, like we say, a list that you can promote to, you can sell to. So that's really kind of what a list is. Now, why build a list, right? When you're looking at the business aspect and you're looking at what people thought, now to a couple of weeks ago, a couple of months ago, a couple of years ago, right? There was a return on investment, right? ROI. So what that means is that, the bigger the list you have, the more potential that you have for sales, right? And the more potential you have, and I put here, is to close, right? And people are always trying to do the ABCs, right? Always be closing, right? Kind of a typical sales kind of term that a lot of salespeople know is the ABCs of sales. So when you look at it, it's really impersonal. It's really about, business and sales and money and revenue generation. That's when you look at the old business model. Don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of us are in business, right, to pay our bills, to get food on the table, to have nice clothes, to be able to, survive. But when you make it just about the money, I find in this trend, in this social media aspect, people really see that and connect more with people that are looking at building relationships. And that's why I put here, list building versus business friendships. So let me go into that a little bit further. So what is a business friendship? So people think, okay, yeah, it's fun, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Well, a business friendship in my eyes is someone that you build up a relationship, you build up, a lines of communication, you work together, a 50-50 relationship, so that you guys are helping each other, just like you would do with a normal friend. And then what happens is it does evolve until the point where you joint venture, you work with each other, maybe there's some products or service that you guys can help each other with, or there's some product or service that maybe you have that you can trade or work together to kind of trade a service. That's really kind of what a business friendship is, and that you have a rapport with them. So if anything is not working, that they know to come and talk to you, and you're open to hear their opinion, you're open to hear what their feedback is, and you're there to help, to resolve their issue. Now, like I said, it goes 50-50. It goes both ways. I've heard horror stories of clients that are asking for their money back for products and services, and all of a sudden you turn around and you see them selling them online the same product and service that you had given them or you had provided to them. Another way, I've seen like guys that are vendors or guys that are have been selling products, don't give refunds, shady deals, right? Really don't kind of support, the people, they're people that are buying their products or service. Don't try to give them that, that true value. So again, when it comes to relationships, right, the business friendships, it's got to be 50-50. And don't get me wrong, it can't be all give and take either. It can't be all like, the expert in the field is always kind of giving, but the person that's receiving is not helping out and not, helping that person to generate more revenue, referrals, talking about their business or product. Right now, of course, it has to be a good business product that they trust. And if it's not, like I said, have that person come back to you and say, look, you know what? Here's some changes that I would like to see. Right? Or here's some things that, I think would make it look better. And if someone is in business, that's great, because that's market research, and that's, a friend saying, look, this is the things that I've looked for and I would like to see in your product. And what happens is, if you can get that from multiple people, you can start to see, okay, how can you make your product or your service better? Which then will be able to provide your potential clients or people that you work with or business friends, right, a better product that they're going to see more value in. So, kind of talked about it, but why build a business friendship? Again, 50-50 relationship. If you're able to work equally with each other to help each other out, it's amazing, because you're not doing all the work. You're getting feedback. You're getting the relationship. And this goes both ways, right? So if I'm, buying someone else's product, then I can say, hey, look, John, I saw, maybe you could change this, this, and this, and that would have helped me more. John does that, turns around, has, a revised version of his, product or service. Awesome, boom, he gets more sales, right? Vice versa, if someone's coming to me and I'm selling a product or service, and someone says, hey, Brandon, I had, a really, really good time, learning this information. It was enjoyable, but the one thing I always had a question about was this one thing, and you didn't give us any knowledge or expertise of what you think of this or how to overcome this. So if I know that, then I'm going, okay, good, I can update my product, update my service, and provide that. So 50-50 relationship. Longevity. How many people want to help out their friends? Right? How many people want to work with someone that they know, like, and trust? Right? I know my business friends and people, I go for dinner with them, I hang out, I enjoy, I talk to them online, because I've built that relationship. And it's not always about the business. It's all not about, selling and our next kind of biggest, greatest thing. It's about, how's your family? How's things going? Did you go on your vacation? Building that relationship, because, guys, remember, like I've said this a few times, we work to live. We don't live to work. So when you're building up these business friendships, you guys are helping each other so that you can enjoy life. So what I'd like to see from you guys, and I'm asking you guys as my business friends, right? What do you guys think? All right, what do you guys think of this? Go to my Twitter account. Send me a message. Let me know what your comments are, what you kind of think about, the list building versus business friends and, building a community. What's your thoughts on it? Because I know there's a lot of entrepreneurs and experts in the field that potentially are listening to this cast. And I want to know what you guys think. I want to know, do you think it's good to build a list? Are you more in favor of that? Or are you more in favor of building, business friendships and seeing how that evolves? What do you guys think? Hey guys, I want to give you a little bit of a bonus. What I'm doing is I'm for my business friends and people I work directly with that I've made, like I said, relationships with. I'm giving them a little bit more information. What I'm doing is I'm giving it through a podcast. So what you can see here on the screen, you can see my website, knssconsulting.com. On the right-hand side here, you can see Freestyle Fries with the Twitter Doctor on iTunes. What I'm going to get you to do is type in your name, right? Then your email address, click on info, click on sign up, and this is going to take you over to iTunes. All right, so what you're going to do, and this is going to be kind of a private thing that I'm only going to share with my business friends. The reason why that is because I want to make sure that I'm giving good content, good information to my business friends and getting that feedback in that relationship. So I want to make sure that I'm giving as much value as I can through the podcast, through, some information, as well as give it a little bit more convenient for you guys so that you guys can listen on the go, sync it with your, your iPhone, your iPad, your Android, phone, your smartphone, whatever that may be, so that you guys can, listen to the information and hopefully implement it in your business and in your life. So guys, I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and if you have any questions, you can always comment below, and I really thank you guys. Have a great weekend.